Hey everyone, I'm here at SHOT Show 2018 at the Aero Precision booth, and hopefully this man should need no introduction, but I am with the very handsome Bob Chrisman.
Oh, you're too kind.
You guys may have seen him in other videos I've done with Aero Precision, as well as his own YouTube channel, Fire Mountain Outdoors, which if you're not following that, you're wrong. But we had the opportunity to shoot some really interesting stuff at the range day, stuff that I didn't know even existed or was even in development. So I was really anticipating coming to this booth to show off this stuff from a company that I already trust, I already really like, and just seeing them expand into some of these new products is pretty exciting for me. I mean, again, it's just one of those things where every time I come talk to you guys, it seems like you got something new and something that was super secret squirrel that I had no idea was even going on. So what are some of the new things you have for 2018?
Well, we've got our Slimline Hangars.
Okay.
People have seen those. People have been asking for a feature on those that we don't have. They're super slim, and they don't have as many options for attaching in this area, but it gives you that opportunity to get on your gun and really grab a hold of that.
Right.
I mean, so if you're wanting to stay on target and you want to Chris Costa that, I mean, there's no better handguard for that.
Yeah, and honestly, so the first time I was exposed to these was at TriggerCon back in, was it August or whatever it was, and I actually saw these being made in the facility, which was really cool, seeing it being made here in America, up in the Pacific Northwest, which has a soft spot in my heart, obviously. And for 95% of shooters probably, no one's attaching anything in this area here. Right. Unless you're running nods and you need like a D-ball or something like that, there's really nothing you need to attach here. And it's, honestly, I think it's a good thing that you leave this out here, because people, when they have rail space, are tempted to just throw stuff on there and add weight with unnecessary bulk and gadgets and whatever else. But like you said, having that gone, you're able to get a really good kind of thumb over grip. But there are people who do want that rail space.
And coming out probably in the next several weeks, we will be having it's called the Atlas R1. We have the S1 here and the R1 for rail. It's the Aero attachment taper lock system. So all I have is just the one taper nut that goes in here to tighten it down. It's really slick. But as you guys can see, those of you that have been asking and wanting, we're now going to have an additional choice. And down the road, we'll probably have other choices as well.
And what lengths are those going to be available in?
We're going to be doing the 7, 9, 12, and 15. That's pretty much our standard offering on handguard lengths. So
awesome.
You can cover your pistol, carbine, mid-length, and rifle length.
Perfect. So I'm going to roll in some close-up pictures so you guys can see what was going on with this. But they wanted to keep it lightweight, obviously, which is one of the nice benefits of those Slimline handguards. So they've carved out areas on the top where they don't need that material, and it's very, very hollowed out on the sides, which is really going to help with that heat dissipation. For those of you taking classes, getting your gun nice and hot, getting as much airflow around that barrel is a really good thing.
It is, yeah.
And then, again, I'll have to show you a close-up picture, but back here where it actually meets into the upper receiver, as you were saying, it's got the one attachment screw down here, but because of the way it bulges out around the receiver, it basically acts as an anti-rotation device. So unless you're, a complete monkey trying to attach this, there's no way this is going to come loose or come off under firing.
One thing to note, though, is it's not going to work with all billet upper receivers.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this is designed around, AR-15 mil-spec type receivers.
Okay.
We do have our enhanced upper receiver with the threaded nut that works with that one.
Okay.
But if you have, an off-brand that makes some really crazy stuff, this may not work with it.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. So yeah, obviously, if people have questions, I'm assuming they can just, you guys even have live chat on your website. So
yes.
You can just, if you don't like talking on the phone, which as a millennial, I hate talking on the phone. I think I technically qualify as a millennial. So talking to someone virtually.
My favorite millennial right here.
I appreciate that. Talking to someone virtually in a live chat is definitely my preferred method. And people, every time I've used it, it's been really fast to actually get in touch with a real person and get my questions answered.
Yeah.
Really cool stuff here. I'm glad to see these railed options coming in, because that's something that I've been looking forward to. Now, anything else you guys have for 2018?
2018, we've got our secret squirrel stuff that we're working on.
Okay.
Something that we haven't done in the past, but we're actually pretty darn proud of, is we now have 3 prototypes of this thing right here. It's a titanium silencer that we our manufacturing in Tacoma. And it's going to be part of the VG6 muzzle brake line. So we're expanding VG6 this year. We've got a bunch of new muzzle brakes that are coming out. Then we're going to have a suppressor coming with those. And I mean, it's quiet.
Yeah, so I'll roll in footage. Excuse me, my voice is cracking. We'll go through puberty eventually, but in the meantime, it's going to keep cracking. But we were shooting this on a 300 blackout with subsonic ammo, and it was really stinking quiet. It's always hard to get a gauge of what it actually sounds like over a camera, but it was satisfyingly quiet, which is always a very nice thing.
Yeah, so this is something that we're still working on. It's going to be fully serviceable by you guys. So if you need to clean it, get the carbon out, you're going to be able to do that without having to send it in.
And you're looking at 30 cal and 22?
30 cal to start out, and then we'll expand beyond there. You'll be able to keep the same tube, but you may be able to put on different attachments. We're going to have QD for this.
Okay.
We're going to have a special VG6 muzzle brake that locks into this. It's going to be some really cool stuff coming out for VG6 this year.
Awesome. And do you guys have an approximate timeline on those?
I would hope, that maybe this will be hitting the market, sometime this spring.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's being fast-tracked. I mean, we're having 2 meetings a week regarding this.
Okay. Yeah, and again, as he said, all titanium, so it's really stinking light, which is good, because the last thing you want is a bunch of weight at the end of the barrel, which sometimes people have to give up that because, you want it suppressed. But going with the all titanium is a good way to do that. And if I remember correctly, all the titanium silencers I've used dissipate that heat really fast also, which is really nice. So you don't burn yourself as often with a titanium.
Yeah.
So going along with muzzle devices, you guys have the VG6 Epsilon now for 7.62x39, right?
Yeah, it's something that we've actually had out for a while, but we've never really had it at range day to really show what it can do.
Sure.
So we put together a fully automatic AK-47 that we brought to the range.
Right.
AK-47s are not something that Aero's looking to get into.
Right.
At least not anytime soon.
Right.
But we do have our Epsilon AK VG6 muzzle brake combination flash hider. It's got the 14x1 left-hand twist. Goes right under the end of your barrel of your standard AK-47, and it keeps your muzzle really flat.
Yeah, so again, I'm going to be rolling in footage from range day. I got to shoot their AK that they had out there in full auto, and I did like 1 or 2 semi-auto, a couple little bursts, and then I just held the trigger down, and you can just see that rifle just stayed flat, had no problem maintaining control, keeping it on target, and it's just fun. I mean, it works and it's fun. As you said, 14x1 left-hand thread. Are you guys looking into getting into any of those other thread patterns?
If we get more requests for it, I mean, the reason why we have this is because our customers are like, hey, I've got an AK-47, why don't you make one for that?
Yeah.
So if we get a lot of people saying, hey, I've got a Yugo PAP M92 that I want, a muzzle brake for, if we get enough requests, then we're probably going to satisfy those needs.
And are you guys looking to do the Gammas in 7.62x39 also?
Right now, we don't have any plans for that,
Okay.
but we do have new Epsilon 7.62s coming out really soon. So if you like the Epsilon look, we're going to have that available for the 308 and the 6.5 Creedmoor. We've got our Lambda muzzle brakes coming out for PRS shooters for bolt actions, but they also work on gaskins as well. We've got our Slimline muzzle brakes coming out, where if you pin and weld it on there, you can put your gas block over the top of it.
Okay.
So fully serviceable. You melt your gas tube, you're going to be able to replace that without having to cut off your muzzle brake.
Yeah, or go to a gunsmith and deal with all that pain. And
exactly.
Yeah. So, okay, that's really awesome. Now, obviously we're looking at different parts for our rifles, but you guys have some really interesting builder kits kind of in the works right now, right?
Yeah. We plan out our builder kits several months in advance. And we're kind of looking at a few different things, but we've got this really cool, I'll let you go ahead and play with that.
So this right here, I'll try to make sure it's in focus, but keep it by my face. What do you call this?
That would be like an extreme builder set. That would be something that is not going to be for your first time builder. This one's done by Nevada Cerakote, and it's got this battle-worn finish that is actually, the whole thing is laser etched to look like it's worn. And then it's got the worn, battle-worn type Cerakote on there. Barrel that's painted to match. It's got our logo painted on it. It's all the pieces. But this would be something that we wouldn't offer very often. It'd be very limited quantities. But if you're a first-time builder, this probably would not be the set for you because it would be pretty expensive to do.
Yeah. We're
still looking at that, trying to figure out a way to price it because of all the hours that have been spent putting that through the battle-worn look.
Yeah.
But so we're very excited to have that here.
Yeah, it's a really interesting use of laser etching. I'm not a laser etching expert, but I've personally never seen it used to do like a battle-worn finish. Yeah. So I think it's a really, really cool way of doing that. It looks gorgeous, obviously, and again, as you said, the time that went into it is why it looks gorgeous. And again, I think battle-worn is a really popular finish for a lot of people, and just seeing that in a complete builder set is really nice. Are you guys going to be doing them in pistol configurations and full rifle configurations also?
That's one thing that we're looking at. We're going to be offering a lot of our builder sets coming out here in the future. They're going to be in pistol or SBR type configurations, as well as a rifle. The popularity of the SBRs and the pistols has gone through the roof in the last year since the FBI has reversed their decision on shouldering. So, like I said, our builder sets go out several months in advance. So now we're finally getting to the point where, okay, now we made this decision several months ago, let's get more pistol and stuff out there. So you're going to start seeing the shorter lengths on the handguards available in sets like this.
Yeah, and if you guys want to stay on top of what the builder sets are going to be looking like as time goes on, you guys are really active on social media, posting the builder sets monthly, really just kind of putting out there what you guys are working on. And honestly, that's how I found out about the AK that was going to be at the range day. I will admit, my heart skipped a beat when I saw the AK because I thought, oh my gosh, Aero's making AKs. We might have a good American AK, but alas, it was just there to demonstrate the muzzle device. Maybe in the future, I don't want to put words in their mouth, but anyway, follow them on social media. I'm obviously going to have all the links below, but again, stay on top of their builder sets. You guys are doing really awesome stuff. If you guys already are following them, you probably saw a couple months ago, you guys did military branch specific builder sets, which just
we had some that just sold out in well under an hour.
Yeah.
Some of these sets that we do we plan them to last about a month.
Yeah.
And the military stuff was completely gone in one weekend.
Yeah. And for good reason. They looked awesome, and I think really encapsulated each branch very appropriately, I thought.
Yeah, we've got a Coast Guard set actually coming out here very soon.
Okay.
We were trying to tie that in with the anniversary of the Coast Guard.
Nice.
So be looking for that on our Facebook or on our website. I imagine those will sell out pretty quick as well. And if you're looking for another place to chat about Aero stuff, Facebook group called the Aero Precision Underground. Seek that out, and you'll just have to send in a request to get in there. Trying to weed out the people that are just there to spam.
Right.
But it's a lot of behind-the-scenes type footage of what it's like to work at Aero and all the fun, cool stuff. Yeah,
a lot of sneak peeks, lots of glimpses at new products coming out. It's definitely, and really good, valuable information, a lot of knowledgeable people in there if you do have questions. And again, very well curated or moderated to make sure that it's constructive and not just a bunch of nonsense that you get on a lot of other Facebook pages. But it is what it is. Facebook is a blessing and a curse, I guess, for a lot of people.
For sure.
So anything else here for you guys wanted to talk about?
I think we just kind of covered a bit of it. We've got all the cool offerings. You can go to our website and see what's up and what's coming out. Right now, as we speak, a lot of stuff is out of stock. There's been all of this post-election slowdown for a lot of companies that we've been seeing, companies that are laying off people. Aero's not one of those companies that's affected. In fact, it's swung the other way. We've never been busier. The shop's never been bigger. We've never had more employees. And it's every month, new machines coming in to work on projects. Working on the Glock slides. We're working on some other things, maybe like 1911s, 2011s. I don't know.
It could
We've
be in the
got
future.
some really cool stuff that our Ratworks department's been working on, and can't wait to bring some of that secret squirrel stuff out. Probably at the NRA show, if you're there, we may have more to show on that kind of stuff. So
awesome. Well, you guys know, again, if you've been following my channel, especially recently, I've been reviewing a lot of stuff from Aero Precision, the VG6 muzzle devices, hand guards. I'm going to be doing, well, I already did the 223 Wild barrel that I've been using, which has been doing awesome, better than barrels that are twice the price in my own personal experience, but take that for what it is. I have, again, going to be doing a whole review of everything else. I got one of the Black Nitride bulk carrier groups I'm going to be doing, so stay tuned to my channel for that. Down below, I'm also going to link to other videos that I've done with Aero Precision, such as the facility tour that I did back in August when I was up at TriggerCon. Again, really awesome seeing stuff made up in Tacoma, Washington, made by people working up there in the Pacific Northwest, which again is a really cool thing for me to see being up in Oregon myself. So Bob, thanks very much for talking to us.
You're welcome, and be on the lookout also for 224 Valkyrie.
Yes, I may have heard rumors about that, and that's a very interesting caliber. So
yeah, we're doing a lot of testing with that, working with Federal on that, and hopefully we'll have something here coming out in the next couple months.
Awesome.
We do have a prototype barrel that we shot a lot at range day. Really liking the 224 Valkyrie round. It's good stuff.
Yeah, I think it brings some really interesting things to market that I'm anxious to see how it does. But obviously with that, definitely follow their social media pages so you can see as that stuff develops. Again, follow all the links below. Check out the other stuff I've done with Aero Precision. As always, it's a pleasure talking to you guys.
That's right.
I'm going to be doing a lot more coverage of SHOT Show 2018, so stay tuned for those as those videos trickle out as I have time to edit. You're going to be seeing a lot more of Aero Precision on my channel. And Bob, again, thank you very much. Follow Fire Mountain Outdoors if you're not already. If you don't follow them and you follow me, you're wrong. Exactly. So anyway, as always, I hope you got something out of this video, and I really appreciate you watching. Thanks, Bob.
Stay safe, shoot straight, catch you on the firing line.
There you go. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks a lot.
That's really nice. What's this handguard?
That's our enhanced quad.
Okay.
So we only use the quad rail in about 40% of it, so you can still get that utilization where you need it.
Right. But it still fits on the regular enhanced uppers and everything?
Exactly, yes.
Looking forward to those silencers coming out.